Hi everyone, my name is Brittany. I am a realtor here in Northeast Florida, serving the greater Jacksonville area. And I am making this video as the first video for my new YouTube channel. And the reason why I'm making this is I figured maybe other agents would be curious. I have been an agent for just about a year now, and I have actually switched over from a big box brokerage to Exp Realty, and I'm really, really excited about it. It is something that I thought about doing for quite a while. I have followed this specific team for probably the majority of that time, maybe a little bit less than a year, I would say. And I have been thinking about this and thinking about it and mulling it over, and I was so nervous because, you know, it's hard to leave what you know, what you're comfortable with, and I have nothing bad to say about the brokerage I was at. They were great. I just had different reasons for why I decided to make the leap. And so I thought I would talk about it a little bit here and also encourage you, if you have been thinking about coming to EXP. Granted, I'm new. I literally just got transferred over yesterday. And so really all of yesterday, well, all of last night, I was digging into the trainings, doing the onboarding stuff, and the team I am so excited about. And honestly, this was the reason why I decided to come to EXP in the first place, is called the Wolfpack. I'm sure you've probably heard of them. If you spend any amount of time on YouTube and you've heard of EXP, you've probably heard of them. But they have a really heavy training on social media. That's their focus, and that's a focus that I have taken and I have seen it work. But it's one that I also want to dive into deeper, and that was a big contributor for me to pick EXP, to pick this specific team, like I said. And then another thing is I'm a mom of 4. I have 4 kids. My oldest is 8, my youngest is almost 2. And so between all of that, I want to obviously be here for them, be around. And it was just coming from a big box brokerage where all of the meetings and trainings were in person. I love that. I love to be around people. I understand the thought behind it. But for my particular situation, it was difficult, and I was really having to cherry pick the ones that I could make time for, because the time that I have away from my kids is limited. I can make anything work. I will move anything around real estate wise to make things work. I have the flexibility and people in my life that can help me do that, which is fantastic. But I couldn't spend all of my time that I needed to be working on my business and going to appointments and filming things and things like that in meetings. And so I just, between all of that and the training that I really wanted to get from EXP, I decided to make the move. And I've just been a bundle of nerves for the past few days. But I'm really excited right now because I actually just got out of a meeting and they were talking about broker-buyer agreements. And so I wanted to hop in on it because it's been a while since I had had a training on that. So I thought a refresher would be good. And it was amazing. It was an hour-long meeting, and the first 30 minutes of it was kind of, it was information I already knew, but we stayed an extra 40 minutes, and it was all people from all around Florida, where I'm located. 40 minutes, people were just asking questions, the brokers were answering them, and it was amazing. It was like this awesome mastermind, and that wasn't even that was just EXP. That was the EXP trainings provided. And so I wanted to tell you just a little bit about it, again, in case you're curious, because I didn't know a lot. I knew enough to make me make the switch. But what's really cool is, you may have heard, they have a virtual world you can go into, and basically what it is they have different parts of the company in there. So, another thing too is I already had kind of a tech issue. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But what's really cool about the trainings is you go on and they have EXP World. So everyone within EXP, you see a list of trainings for all over the world. Some for the UK, some for other countries, and then some for the US. And then they'll have some specific to your state. And so what they do is, for the trainings that are important, like broker-buyer agreements, new people are joining the brokerage all the time. So I think they want to have that as kind of a consistent class, especially considering everything that has just happened the past couple of days with NAR. So I hopped in on that training, and they have so many that you can choose from. I'm gonna hop on another one actually in just a few minutes about AI. So yeah, I'm really excited. Also, my sponsor, he was telling me specifically how they have the ability now to write scripts and then have AI create the video of them saying the script. So if you're making videos, my goodness, they have all these tools to really help you make it easier. Then on top of that, if you join the Wolfpack like I did, then you have access to Mike Sherrard and all of his YouTube training. It's not just YouTube though, it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and branding information, and there's even more. And what's cool about it is what he does, he doesn't just plop a bunch of it in your lap and say, okay, good luck, you know, learn it, implement it, bye-bye. He puts it in a way, he has videos explaining the way you should go about it. So wherever you're at, if you've never made a video before, but you really want to, you know it's important and you should, you're starting from ground zero, and he teaches you exactly how to go through it. For someone who maybe you've made videos already, but maybe, I don't know, you just struggled with being consistent, or maybe they just haven't been very good and you know there's a lot of room for improvement. You know, those videos I think are going to help us. I'm kind of in that boat. I've made videos, but not consistently, and I need to get more consistent, and I know they could be better in general. But I am so excited to learn how much better things can get. You have, they have masterminds where they meet weekly, I think. And of course you get access to their Facebook groups, you get access to him. And anyway, I am very pleased with the level of help that I have already seen. It's been 2 days, really like a day that I've been able to dedicate to this. Oh, and my tech issue was, in case you do end up joining, this happens to you, the email they give you is an alias email. So whatever email you sign up with, they'll have your EXP email linked to that. So when you send an email out and you want it to be through your EXP email, there's a certain way you have to configure that within your email. I knew what it was. However, I wasn't able to complete it. I didn't know why. So I went into EXP World, and you go to the IT section, you grab a ticket like you do when you go to like the meat department at the store. And I get the ticket. I waited for, I don't know, 2 minutes, and then someone was available to answer my question, and he helped me through it. It was 5 minutes. It was so quick, and we got it done just like that. It was great. So I am very impressed with what I've seen so far. I'm so excited to go through all these trainings. I was up until like 1 almost last night, just leafing through everything, trying to, you know, see what the most important things are that I need to do right away. But yes, I wanted to make this video for anyone else who is thinking about it. I know even just a little bit more information. Again, I know I'm new. I'm very limited amount of information to share with you right now. But what I can say is it's very good. So if you are interested in learning more about it, I will try to share as much as I can. If you're interested in learning more about it, follow my channel. I am going to try my best to document the activities that I'm doing, what I'm learning, what they offer, just to make it a little bit more, just so that you can get a better idea of if it's going to be a good fit for you, if you like what they offer, or if you're just curious of how a mom of 4 is a real estate agent. It's not easy, but I love it. I'm here for it. Good morning. It is the next day. Today is November 3rd. Yesterday, I think after I left off, I attended another training. It was an AI training, and it was so good. It was one in EXP World for all EXP agents, and they were talking a little bit about AI for people who haven't dabbled in it before, but also for people that have. Didn't really matter. I have used it and I learned a lot yesterday. I was really excited about it. So definitely have some things that I would like to use and implement. It was a fantastic training. It was, I think, 45 minutes long. So then yesterday I was hoping to be able to set my website up, but I couldn't because there are still some things in the works. So hopefully I'll be able to get that done really soon. And then from there I can get my business cards printed. Also, when you do join with them, they give you some business cards and some marketing materials to start off with that you don't have to pay for out of pocket, which is nice. So hopefully I'll be able to utilize that soon. But actually I don't want to print that stuff off too early. My business cards I will, but as far as like marketing envelopes and other things that are branded, I actually want to wait, because one thing that I do want to do is get have a photography shoot done and get some new photos, some more like lifestyle photos done, so I can use that in my marketing just to make it look a little bit less formal all of the time. So that's on my to-do list today. I want to contact a photographer that seems to be really good. I might contact more than one just to see her, in case her schedule's crazy or something, but a couple of lifestyle photographers, but also realtor photographers that I know will do a good job, because if you're going to pay that much money for photos, you want to really like them, and I am not good at posing for pictures, so hopefully they will turn out fine and I will want to use them. Anyway, that is a thing on my to-do list today. Another thing is I'm actually here at CVS, and the reason why I'm hoping to find some nice stationery, this CVS I have is pretty good here. I don't go in here a lot, but I have seen some cute stationery in there, so hopefully I'll be able to buy something. But the other day I was listening to a video from Ricky Caruth, and it was basically a video about getting 30 listings in 90 days. One thing he was saying is really effective is if you write a short handwritten letter to that have homes for your potential buyers. So if they have a home that fits their criteria, you know, pretty well, that could actually end up being a good fit for one of your clients, then write them a letter and let them know that. And really in the letter, all you say is, "Hi, I'm so-and-so with whatever Realty. Would you be interested in selling your home to one of my prospective buyers?" And that's really it. Put it in the mail. Make sure it's all handwritten though. Everything on the envelope and in the letter, or if you want to use one of those services nowadays that do it for you and it's actually ink. I actually did get one in the mail the other day from somebody who farms my neighborhood, and I really looked at it. I was like, is this really ink on a pen? And it really is, because if you've seen videos of the machines that hold a pen and they actually write on the letter for you. So you can do that if you want to spend the extra money. It is a little bit pricey. So for that reason, I think I'm just gonna handwrite these myself and just do a certain amount a day. So he was saying, if you do 1,000 of them, then you should get a 10% return back. And also you have to write them and then you have to call them and say, "Hey, I sent you a message. I know it's a lot of work. I know it's a grind, but if you could potentially get, 10 listings out of that, that's a huge win." It's a very inexpensive way to do it. You're just paying for the stamp and then, the stationery, so it's not free. But if that could get you a few listings in a short amount of time, I think that that's worth it. That we just don't want anymore. I have my daughter in the car with me. She's my little sidekick today. She is almost 2 years old. She'll be 2 in January. So sometimes I have her with me, sometimes I don't. My other 3 boys are all in school. So I have some time right now to get a bunch of things done. So I'm going to do that. Other thing is, and then I just need to run into Publix quickly to grab a couple of things that I need for home. So that was kind of a bust. They didn't have what I wanted to get stationery wise. So I have to figure that out. Maybe Amazon. I bought Amazon. I was just hoping to find some today. I did grab some pens, some paper clips that I really needed, and also some Post-its. So I was able to get that, and now I'm gonna head over to UPS. I also actually just got a GoPro, and so I'm really excited to try that out so I can do neighborhood tours. I've tried doing them with my phone. I've done several, more than several, and the quality once I edit it is just not good. I've posted them, but I almost want to go back to those neighborhoods and redo them because I don't like the quality of the footage. So yeah, hopefully that goes well and I'll be able to test that out within the next couple of days. If you want any more information about what it was like switching brokerages, for me, it really wasn't that intense. I think compared to other people, they do a really good job. Also, I didn't have really clients to bring over because the clients that I'm working with right now are buyers. So I didn't have to really move anything over in the system. Nothing was pending. It was a good window for me. So yeah, if you want any more information about how that all kind of is going, let me know. I can make a video about that. If not, that's fine too. I just want to provide value where I can. So if you have any questions, anything else you want me to answer, let me know and I will be happy to do a video about it if I can. All right, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Like I said, if you're interested in this kind of information, go ahead, like, subscribe. And if you have a channel too that's similar to mine, maybe let me know, put it down below. I'd love to see what you're up to, what tactics you're trying, what it's like, with kids, how you're kind of juggling everything. All that is super interesting to me. If you do have a channel like that, link it below. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.